Greetings, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about Wikidata and how to contribute to Wikidata and lots of. So basically, to access Wikidata, you can search for Wikidata on Google. Then there is always this wikidata.org. So you click on that first link. So it is a Wikimedia project. It works with other projects. It's going to be a quick tutorial. So you're looking at free knowledge base. It has over these millions of items that anyone can edit. So there's introduction, community portal, and still, if you can open the community portal, you can see what is being discussed or how it can, then project chart, introduction, the glossary, even the Wikidata tours are really also very helpful. So you can be knowing how to, what do you need to do, what are Wikidata basics. So basically just click on item and start tutorial and how to add references. And so once you click on this, then it shows you, it is going to be like a stepwise guide to show you how you can contribute to this difference. So tell you, take this and all that. So statements, and they are explaining to you what particularly does. So you can be more types of references, then they tell you that click here to add a citation and all that. So, but before we go to that, that is the community portal. This is how there is more information that you can always check on this front page, and it is part of the Wikimedia family. So Wikipedia, Encyclopedia, Wiktionary, and others. And Wikidata plays also a role in all these projects. Almost when you check, each project will be having at least a Wikidata item. So if we go for this introduction page, is really going to be very helpful. So if you open it, click on this, it's going to bring you to what is Wikidata. So it is telling you it is a free collaborative multilingual secondary knowledge base structure to provide support for Wikipedia, Wikimedia Commons, and other wikis. So free, meaning anyone can access it for free and use it in different ways. You can modify, distribute, and do whatever you want to do with it. So collaborative, meaning that someone can edit. You can edit, I come and edit, another person comes and edits, even bots, those automated scripts. Someone can, it can come and edit and make collaborations of that. So multilingual means it is existing in multiple languages. The way you see on top here, there are over 300 languages that are supported here. So different languages. We're seeing right now we are in English, but there is also French and other languages, including Uganda that we know. Then also they're telling you that it is a knowledge base. So we don't just record statements, but also we pick sources, references to other databases. There are other databases out there that we can also bring their references to maybe add to verify our data here. So we are collecting structured data. So basically this one, I can say that it is like picking bits of information. So we are going to see how that one plays. So instead of writing the entire Wikipedia article, where you find that you're writing about, say, maybe a certain president, a certain school, a certain institution, a certain plant, and all that. So if you want to read more about the plant, you can go to Wikipedia. But if you want bits of information and all that, when was this person born, where did this person study from, maybe date of birth and all that, you can get it from Wikidata. So even we support other, Wikidata supports other Wikimedias. We are going to see. So actually Wikidata plays a big role within to confirm whether Wikimedias have been converted into languages in other worlds. So anyone in the world can use data from Wikidata. Remember, it is say like open source. Here, they're telling you that it is under the public domain, so you can access it there. So how does Wikidata work? As I mentioned, it's going to be a free, it is going to be a short tutorial, so we can't jump into much more. So, but basically what you need to know is basically there is what we call a QID, there's what we call a property, and also the value that is going to be the item, property, and a value. So when there is this helpful image, that is the summary of Wikidata. So they're telling you that the name Douglas Adams is the label. Then Q42 is the item number. So when someone asks for QID, it is going to be like this Q42, and each item has its own number. So then the description is always there. So basically the description is where you find that what is it about. You might find we are going to see, say for example, if we search for our country, Uganda. So a description is helpful in identifying what that particular item is for. So when you search for Uganda, you're going to see that there's Uganda, which is a label, and below there is a description, which is country in East Africa. Then also Uganda Protectorate, even there's also Uganda, which is a genus of insects. Also, there is Uganda, which is a village somewhere. So meaning it is very important for us to add this particular description. So Douglas Adams, English writer, and you'll find that there is maybe another Douglas Adams, or say, for example, if we search for, say, Chris Evans, yeah, you'll find there is an actor, there is a politician, there is a researcher, there is a radio and TV presenter, there's a politician, there's an author. So if you just say Chris Evans, what Evans are you talking about? A politician, an actor, an author, a sculptor, what type of which Evans are you talking about? So it is very important to add the descriptions. Then also we have aliases. So aliases, like also known as, or nay, or something. So for example, let us search for our country, Uganda here, which is country in East Africa. That is what we are interested in. So when you check here, you're going to see that there is UG. Most of us will use UG. Then there is Uganda. So there is Republic of Uganda, there is UG, there is Jumuiya ya Uganda, Jamhuri, and Luhu ya Africa. So depending on different languages. So what does that one help? Aliases help when you're searching, say, for example, the Republic of Uganda. They're going to tell you that are you searching about Uganda in East Africa? So when you click on it, it is going to bring, yes, Uganda in East Africa. So still when we search for UG, so you're going to see that UG is also appearing among those searches. So aliases are also very important. And other times you might find that we have some errors in the way we spell our languages. So you might find, say, someone is writing matoke, and someone has written it this way. So matoke, this is a dish. So someone has put there a double O, but is it grammatically right? So we are looking at matoke. This is the label, and this is the QID that uniquely identifies matoke. So still, when you copy the QID and paste it within the search, you're going to find that it is only matoke that is going to appear. Say you change it to 4, then you're going to find there is another particular item about this one, and it doesn't have a label, and basically it is in Germany. This German Wikipedia. But we're going to see more about that. But if someone searches for matoke, someone searches matoke, echtoche, this is like Nyankore. So basically, instead of putting echtoche here, we are supposed to put it to say here on Nyankore, where Nyankore is Toche, Toke, so something like that, where you find that. So meaning if someone searches for, if I click back to the logo here, someone searches for Echtoche, you're supposed to get that that person is talking about Matoke. That is the purpose of the aliases. So different languages, so that we don't miss anything. And we're seeing a Ugandan dish on cultivars or something like that. So that is what we've seen. So still you'll see that there are more, if you can say minimize this. So in more languages, so that is, this one is basically maybe English or whatever language it was. So we are seeing that even aliases are also written down here. So Toke, so something like that, plural and what. So if you click on more languages, that is where we are going to see most of this information here. So back to this. So we have gone to statements. So statements here. So this entire box here, the way you see this first box here, it is a statement. Then the second one is another statement. So basically when we come to statements, so this first box is a statement, then the second is instance of, then dish is a value. Then we can add references, we can add we can add images and how it looks and all these. So this other box, let me see. So basically let me change to a color that is visible, set to red. So meaning this entire box here is a statement. So when say we want to look at this is a property, and when we change to, let me change to say like this orange, that is visible. So the red one is a statement, then the green one is the property, and cultivar is the statement. So even still here, the country, so this one is a value, and then country of origin, this is a property, and this entire box is a statement. That is very important. So here people are talking about that clear statement, clear words, and all add another statement, and many more things. So that is what we are trying to explain here. So this entire box, and they're saying this is a property. So when we say property, so when you right click and say open in a property, so sometimes properties are going to be called P numbers. So remember, for the QIDs, they start with the Q, unique ID. So these are Q numbers, and these ones are called P numbers. Those are the properties, and properties are usually here. And still, each property has its own identifier. So this is P31. So if we come, say, to look at image, also it is going to be having its own PIN number, which is P18. So property 18. So those are a number. So meaning property is this one. So the value is this. So there are qualifiers within the property. So for example, if you come here, it is a dish, and you edit, then you can add a qualifier somewhere here. So what qualifier maybe are you looking for? We are going to look at that in a bit. So sometimes even when you click and add qualifier, they usually suggest maybe say start time and whatever. So you pop. We are going to see how that one moves. So once you understand that, still we can add references. So where you see this button, we are going to see how to edit that Wikidata within a short periods of time. So we've known Douglas Adams is the label, then 242 is the item identifier, then the description, property, and also we've seen that there is this small box in here. Sorry, there's something before St. John. We shall see how to use that. It is very helpful when you say, may reset. Say, for example, here, which image should appear first. And when you click on these flags, then constant value and the single should be best value and all that. So if you want to use, say, this rank, so rank is helpful. So you can come and click on edit. Then when you come to this image, say you want to edit this, you want to edit the image. So there are always these ranks here, custom value, this property value, then something in the middle here. So maybe unknown value and known value. So visually, this is which is here. Then there are these two, this small here. So you can choose, if I might cancel this, so that I come back to edit. So when you see these two, these dots here, if I might use a pen, there are these ones here. So you can click on, sorry, let me close this. So there's always this normal rank or preferred rank. So preferred rank basically shows which image is best suitable for this particular category. So can add that, and we publish. Yeah, so even you see it has that highlight hover. Yes, so I might zoom out again. So you're going to see this is the preferred rank. So even when you check here, you're going to see that this one, it is on the first arrow. Then down here, you're going to find that for it is on it is basically on what? On the middle one. So that one is always, that is very, very important to know that. So still you can edit Wikidata without even contributing, but your IP address is going to be captured, the one you're using. So preferred rank. That's how it happens. So I think collapse reference. So references here, we don't have any reference, but it's good enough. It is here. So this one was imported from Wikipedia. Still, if you press on this arrow, they're going to collapse the instances that are really going to be there. So that is basically understanding what Wikidata does. So interconnectivity, find that there's this interconnectivity that we are going to jump into. So it can, an item can be linked to other items. San Francisco, this person is from San Francisco, the location of San Francisco is here, and the number of population is there. California, which is also under, so it is located in California, also which is United States. So something like that. So when you say to use that example, so you can find someone is say from Kampala. So this is our capital city. So Kampala is the label, and this is the QID. What is this? So city and all that. So basically it moves down. So even they keep putting these flags and these warnings, so they're telling you single value property and all that. Even you can add the geocoordinates. So basically, that is the general overview for Wikidata, as we can see. So to keep this first video short, then we need to jump. How can we search for this item? So we've seen that when searching for the item, you can basically even search using the QID, which is there. Or even you can search using an alias, which is Uganda. So we go to, if you know the alias. So basically that's how it's majorly search for these particular items in here. So we are going to look at the structure of the Wikidata, maybe in the next one, on how to create the Wikidata item. So this is there's another part, you can watch it.